Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a strange video for me. This is a hair tutorial on how I get my hair just kind of wavy like this with a little bit of volume at the top and just the curls. People have asked me this 100 times over. It seemed very simplistic to me because it's something I've always done. I've added some different tips in from different people on YouTube, but this is just kind of how I get this look. I use Velcro rollers and I have a bobby pin for each one, some hairspray, heat tamer spray, a brush, and a curling iron, which actually is over there cooling. It's a Hot Tools. I think it's a 1-inch. So this is the video on how I get this hair. I hope you guys find it helpful and let me know if you have any questions. All right, so the first thing I do is I kind of section out my hair. I take this side that is actually the thinner part of my part in my hair, and I take a good sized section of it, about that big, and I just kind of, the only way I can say it is I twist it out of my way. Let's see, and I use a clip, and I just clip it up. And then I pretty much do the same thing on this side. I don't go all the way back, but what I actually do is I actually start with this side and with curling. And I know it seems kind of odd to start from the top and not the bottom, but I'll show you why I do this. So I take a piece about this big. It's hard to tell. I spray it with a product like this is the Got to Be Guardian Angel, but I also have like Tresemme heat spray, whichever one. Oh, I'm not even pointing it at it. There we go. I do about 2 or 3 pumps. I take a curling iron. This is a Hot Tools. I don't even honestly remember what size this is anymore. Probably about a 1-inch. I curl it down and I hold it there just for a couple seconds and then I let it go. Okay, then I take a Velcro roller. Oh, and it's still really hot. And I actually roll that in. And then I just take a bobby pin because my hair is fairly long, so the Velcro rollers don't always stay in place where I want them to. And I got this idea, by the way, from Lola Marie 7, Jessica. She's actually a hairdresser and knows what she's doing, versus me, who I just kind of get ideas and just see how they work with my hair. So I do the same thing again. This section's not coming out right. I just kind of take a section. There we go, until it feels right, feels like it's the right size. Do the same thing. Spray it a couple times. There's no rhyme or reason to how I do this. And you'll hear it sizzle because it is the product actually heating up on there. Hold it for a couple seconds. Same thing. Let the curl fall. And I do the same thing. I roll it up. See how that one's already starting to pull out a little bit? That's why I put the bobby pins on. Also because I am not very precise with my hair, so it just kind of, whatever it does at the moment is how it goes. Plus it starts to get loose as it falls that way. Again, same thing here. Get it away from my face. And now this side, this part here, I usually have a couple pieces that fall out just because I kind of sort of have weird half grown in bang type things. Do the same thing. Pull that, these are hot. Release it out and then roll it back. And what this kind of does for me, A, it gives me the volume at my roots, and B, it also helps. The curl is cooling in the roller, so it'll stay a little bit better. And then I do the same thing on this side. Now here's the thing. I don't do this all over my head. I only do this on the top. And then I go around and curl. And you'll see there's like a kink in this from where it was twisted up. But that's fine because as soon as I put it in the curling iron, that's going to go away. What was I saying? See, I lose my train of thought. But essentially, the only parts I do this with are the ones on the top because I don't really need the volume on the ones that are on the bottom part of my hair. So I do 3 on each side. This one kind of goes back a little bit further than the top does. And I just take these sections, and I'm not doing any set size of sections or anything like that. I'm just kind of going with what feels right. Like, you know your own hair, and everybody's hair is different. Everybody's hair reacts different to products. Same as skincare. Like, I can tell you what I do, but it doesn't always work the same with everyone's hair. Sometimes I leave these go if I want a lot of volume. Sometimes I actually take just a little teasing comb and I tease the roots before I curl them or roll them. That gives me a little bit extra volume if you have flat hair or you're afraid your hair isn't going to hold. Yes, and I know I should not use my teeth, but guess what? You only have so many hands. So this is the last one on here, and then I will show you what I do with the rest of my hair, which is kind of the same thing, just minus the rollers. I just kind of go with it all the way around my hair. I need to go spray tan. I feel very pale. I feel like and I just realized I have not been looking in the camera at all because I am trying to look and see what I'm doing as I'm wrapping my hair and all of that. So I haven't been looking in the camera, but that's what you get with me with tutorials, unfortunately, because I'm not that good at it. So that's the 6, okay? I tend to, sometimes I take some hairspray. I use Joico Joy Mist Medium Styling and Finishing Spray. Sometimes I'll just spray those ones there. Again, there is no rhyme or reason. And I just start doing the same thing all the way around my head. So the top ones are gonna cool off while I'm doing these bottom pieces. And so, oh, see, I can't even get a right piece right back there. It's just a thin piece. So that's all I do. And I continue all the way around my head. And I just always, the only thing I do is I always curl them away from my face. So every curl I do, and then when I get to like the middle of the back of my head, that's when I switch and start curling the other way around until I get to the front. So I'm gonna keep doing this all the way around my head, and then I will come back and show you how I take everything out. All right, so this is my hair completely curled. You can see the curls all the way around, and they go away from my face. And you can tell the difference with this side, how they've kind of fallen a little bit versus this side that was most recently done. So what I do is I take a little bit of hairspray and I spray them down just slightly. I let it sit for just a second. I don't really know why I do that. But then I run my fingers, and I start on this side because this side's still the tighter of the curls. And I just kind of run my fingers through it to give it just a little bit of looseness to it. And then I start taking these out. And what I do with these is I take one down, I tend to just spray it a little bit, and then I kind of hold the curl to it as it goes to the side. There you go. Because I want to place it. I want it to have volume, but I want to place it in the curl that I'm trying to keep. These bobby pins in. I'm always like pulling them out tight. Sorry again, if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm actually trying to do this. So then just do a quick spray. I let them sit while I go to the next side. And it always pulls up some extra hair sometimes. Again, I try to keep them in the actual form of the curl as much as possible. Doesn't always happen, but as much as I possibly can. Then I spray this side. This side always falls faster than this side on my hair. So I just let that sit for a second, and usually I just put my bobby pins back on my little Velcro rollers. And I got both the Velcro rollers and all 3 things. The Velcro rollers, the bobby pins, and the curling iron, all from Sally Beauty Supply. So none of these things are really expensive to do. So I just kind of, after I'm done that, I then take my hair and I run my fingers through it. Again, just to keep that loose wave. Not as much volume at the crown right now, it depends on the day, but that's pretty much how I do it. I can tease the roots a little bit. I try and make it so you can't see the lines of where the curls went in too. But then I just do kind of a quick once over, smooth them out. And down here, I usually use shine spray, just a little bit. And this is the Kenra Platinum Silkening Mist. Love this stuff. By far, for me, the best shine spray out there. If my bangs are bothering me, I'll tuck them back here, whatever have you. So that is how I do this hairstyle. A lot of people have asked me. It's kind of time consuming, but it just gives you a nice look, and I hope that helped you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.